And we're back. Okay, here is I'm calling it the bullet binder because it's not really a journal, because you can't really stick it in your purse and walk around with it. It's not a planner. It is a planner, but it's not sized that way. It's definitely binder sized. So if you don't know anything about the bullet journaling, I'm just going to explain a little bit to you. Basically, it's a brain dump section. It's just somewhere to put all of your thoughts that come to you throughout the day. But since I homeschool, most of those thoughts come during school. So instead of having a separate binder or journal or planner to put on my thoughts, I'm trying to create something that I can really do it all together. So with that said, here's my little post-it note I have. So each thought that you write down kind of gets labeled. It's either a task, it's something you need to do, it's an event or a date you need to remember, an idea or a thought, something I need to look into. So there's my list. So we're going to come back over here. And this is not the calendar that's going to be in yours. I found a better one. But what I'm going to do with the calendar, I probably won't print a new one out for me. I wanted to print it out to see what it looked like. But I'm going to go through here, and from 2015 to 2016, I'm going to probably take a permanent marker, and I'm going to just cross out the dates that I know we're not going to be doing school. Whether it's a holiday, we have vacation, it's time for a break, whatever that's going to look like. So that way I can kind of see where my 180 days of school will fill in at. So that's what this page is for, and just kind of at a glance, just to see, okay, next January we want to take a vacation. What days do these specific days land on? Whatever. So you kind of get it. Okay, so this is the main index page. If you are familiar with bullet journaling, you will know what this is for. If you're not, it's just kind of a place to put all the really important things. It's a place to put, I'll probably actually put little page numbers on the corner of each of my pages. So I'll put January page 1. And then if there's an important date in January that I need to remember, I'm gonna write it on there. So this is kind of just like a main catch-all for the really important things. So that's what that is. Also in bullet journaling, you make lists. So here's my list index. So this is going to be for me like homeschool ideas / field trips, books I want to read, maybe things that I want to talk about on the blog, which I haven't been doing much of lately, but so that kind of thing. Birthday ideas, birthday gifts I buy from the store because I found them on clearance, so I already have stuff, just that kind of thing. And so I'll list everything on here. So like at the top, I would write, birthday gifts, L1 for list page 1. And then again, I'll label all of those. So I'm also dividing everything. These are my nice handy dividers. So this is month, week, and day. So I'm going to start in August because that's when we're going to start school. So again, this is kind of the monthly brain dump. So this is things I want to get done in August. Now, will all of these lines be filled up? No, probably not. But it gives me plenty of space just in case I feel really, really ambitious. So maybe things like I want to go through all of our papers and get rid of what we need and what we don't need. So I'm going to put that on there. Maybe I want to deep clean the upstairs bathroom this month. So I'm going to put that on there. Maybe I want to look into field trips that pertain to a certain subject that we're studying this year. I'm going to put that on there. And then as things get done or don't get done, you mark it off. Back to my little sticky note over here. You see some things will get put into a list and some things might be migrated. So if I don't finish it in August, but it's still important to me, I'm going to put an arrow through that box and migrate it to maybe September. Hope that makes sense. I know this is really a vague bullet journaling explanation. I'm just kind of showing you how I'm going to use this planner. Okay, here's my month. Okay, so it says month of, but my hole punch punched through the of. So I'm going to write August. I'm going to fill in the days. And really this is going to be for me any kind of appointments, play dates, probably like my husband's schedule and things like that are going to go on here. Again, I don't really plan for life. So just to kind of see, at a glance what my month looks like. Do I need more white space in my month? Do I need to say no to things? Because I'm just too busy. And then the weekly one, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't put those in right. This is the weekly one. This I will honestly, oh, that's another month. I'm sorry. There we go. There it is. This I will probably strictly use for menu planning. I do like to menu plan. I don't feel like I need to plan month by month and then day by day. So, so this will be used for me for menu planning. I'm going to go back because I'm sorry, I did not order these right before I started this video. The other part of bullet journaling is having a day-by-day brain dump. So at the beginning of the day, or maybe at the end of the night before, you can sit down and just write everything down, whether it's a to-do, it's a thought, it's a, I need to look into this. So this is what this page is for. So I'm actually, so this will be at the end of my weekly section. So I'll have month, week, and then the day. And there's only one copy of this in the PDF file, but obviously this is one you're going to print out as many times as you need it. Maybe some days you won't use it, maybe some days you will. So that's why it's kind of just 3 to a page, so you can just really print it out as you need it. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now school. I don't know if you're like me at all, but I really have this mentality of, if I put a date on something, so let's say day 1, instead of day 1, it said August 3rd. And I had that Zoe needs to do this in science, this in math, this in reading, and Silas needs to do this, this, and this. And, you know, so I fill it all out for everybody. And then we don't get to it, I really feel behind. And then all of a sudden I feel this weight of like, I'm behind already. It's day 1. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to incorporate bullet journaling into homeschool this year. There's actually, and the other thing is there's so much that we do together as a whole that I don't like having to write the same thing 3 times because all my 3 kids are going to do the same thing. So this is also going to help me cut down, I feel like, on having to repeat myself in certain areas. Okay, the other thing is then again, if we don't get it done on day 1, I can migrate it to another day, whether that's day 2 or day 5. I just know that it's getting done. And then also there's the date, so I can actually, you know, it's going to kind of help keep an attendance record. It's going to help me know where we're at in school. It's going to tell me how many days we have left. I like to plan for 2 weeks at a time, so I'll probably do that. So I have these here. We're going to skip a couple pages. So day 10, because that's 2 weeks, 5 days a week. And then, but you'll see I've made some for 180 days of school, because that's how many days of school you have to do when you homeschool. And so it'll really just help me gauge where we're at in school, how our progress is coming, and just that kind of thing, and help me keep just record of attendance. Now in Georgia, I'm very blessed to live in Georgia because they really, they don't make things super hard for us here. And so it's very basic what we have to keep track of and what we have to turn in and all that kind of stuff. And so, but this will just help me keep personal records in a easier manner than what I have been doing. Now my last tab right now is lists. So we're going to flip that. And this is the list page. There's no header on it. That's because you're going to write your own header. So for example, at the top of this one, I could write books to read. If you saw my current list of books to read, you would laugh. I love to read. And so it's definitely, that's something I enjoy doing. It's something I will continue to do. But then as books come to mind, I can just jot it down here. Or like, again, homeschool field trip ideas, birthday ideas, that kind of thing. I did not add an address book because I don't use one. And even in planners that I had one, I still don't use it. I don't have like a perpetual calendar, although that is something I wanted to make for anniversaries and birthdays. So maybe I'll go back and put that in here as well at some point. But those are things that for me, I just don't use them. And so I hate paying $80 for a planner and really only using half of it. So this is what I think is going to work for me. So this is going to be available to you for $5. And that is because it did take quite a bit of my time to make it. And again, if there's ever updates, because you'll know on the front page it says first edition. If there's ever any updates and you've already purchased this, you'll get those updates for free. So when I do make a perpetual calendar, sorry, I can't talk today, or like an anniversary birthday sheet, then you will somehow I'll figure it out that you will get those updates. You won't have to buy it again or anything. And I think it came out to be like 115 pages maybe for everything. So the other thing you can do is just print out what you need when you need it. So you don't have to print out every single month right now. You could just print out August and then print out however many list sheets you want, however many, 4 weekly sheets, 1 monthly sheet, maybe 20 days of school sheets, however it works for you. So I really wanted to make it customizable, to suit your needs, and flexible, so that you can use it however you want. There's really not just one way to use this. So that's my binder. I hope you like it. Leave some feedback. If there's something you'd like to see in it, please let me know, because I can work on that. If you have any questions, you can email me, which I'll put in the post as well, or you can just comment on this blog post. So that's it. Thanks for watching.